welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you a tour of my house. We have owned this house for a year and a half now. I will link the original tour down below, but I am gonna go ahead and include lots of footage from that tour in this one. I did a tour of the house right when we bought it, before I put anything in it, and I thought I would do like a cool before and after type video, because if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back, then you've probably seen various bits of my house all the time, but I thought it would be really cool to show the before and the after and see how far we have come with our mid-century ranch in the last 18 months. I also will try my hardest to link as many things that I point out in the description down below. I get a lot of questions on specific things in my house where I get them from, so I will make sure to put as much of that down there as possible. I will also include a few links to some other like homey type videos that you might be into if you also liked this one. And yeah, let's get started. All right, so starting out, we painted our front doors this bright yellow color. They're double doors, which I thought was lovely. I'm still really into that. And actually, this whole little entryway has completely been redone. The first thing, of course, I'm gonna point out are these lovely floors. These used to be a slate, but we've changed that out just so that we could have some continuity between the two rooms. We've got this great, lovely tile now, so that it all looks like one area and I don't get assaulted with multiple floors right when I walk in. I got this awesome rug on Amazon, and I was really just going with a circular theme here because I got that mirror on Amazon as well. I got the bench on Amazon, and this circular chandelier, I got this at Menards. I got that first, and I was really inspired by the circle. I thought it looked really cool in here, so that's why I put those things together. Moving through here, you'll find we have a ton of art in our house. It's from all various different places. This I got at a local antique shop. Through here, we have my lovely bright yellow credenza. This is the same color as our front doors. I actually refinished this myself. It is originally from IKEA. I will leave a video down below if you want to see how I did that. We also have some more art. This came from a vintage store that is in my city. So again, with the art. Over in this corner, I had originally planned to do a desk, and I went to IKEA and I found this really neat system. They had different configurations that you could put together, and so I was able to really get all the elements of a desk that I needed, but in a really small sort of area. So I thought that worked out well. I just got this lamp from Target just like a couple weeks ago, and I thought that was really like perfectly mid-century for this area. So this is the room we have decided to put our television in. This brick wall originally was not painted. We went ahead and did that. And in the original configuration in the photos we saw of this house when we went to buy it, they had the sofa against this wall, and we decided to put the sofa in the center to sort of separate the two areas, and I really like the way that feels. The sofa is from IKEA. The art is from an estate sale, actually from a man that I knew painted these. There's several paintings of his in the house. He passed away and they had an estate sale right in my parents' neighborhood, and I went and snagged a bunch of great mid-century art and also a great way to honor a person that I knew. So that was pretty cool, a good find, and the timing was really good when that happened. This I just got on Amazon just like maybe a month ago, along with the rug, just to kind of soften it up in here a little bit. This lamp came from my friend Rachel. She had it in her garage for ages, and it was just perfect for in here, and I love it. Over here, we have this little cabinet that I got on the Facebook Marketplace. I really like to shop secondhand, and I love to shop on the Marketplace because you can find some really authentic pieces of the time period on there, and yeah, it was a good one. I also have to point out all of these windows. We got every window in the house replaced. We started doing it slowly, and then we figured let's just get it all done. It was so ridiculously expensive that I felt like I could never do anything else to this house for as long as I own it, because it was a lot and that sucked a lot. But these windows should last us the rest of our lives, hopefully. So that was like the big project we did first. I mean, it's a little boring getting new windows, but I'm happy with the purchase. In the long run, it will be good. I also really love that this house has this circular floor plan. This little entryway to the next room was kind of the perfect spot to put some of the kids' things. This is their kitchen and it's kind of a mess right now, but I added a little shelf on here too. The shelf is from Amazon, the kitchen is from IKEA, and I'm like a person that doesn't like the kids stuff like all over the house, so this seemed like a perfect little nook for them. Moving on into our second little living space, the first thing we really did was get this door replaced. This door was in horrible shape, so that was actually our very first purchase in this house, was getting that done. I also did quite a bit of work on this whole area. We painted the whole fireplace white, and I built this mantle myself. I ripped out the other one and I built that myself. Really proud of that. I'd never done anything like that before, but I just watched some tutorials and gave it a go, and it worked out really well. You can see right now it's fall, so we've got our pumpkins and everything like that out. I also utilized these two sections to put some of the kids' toys in as well, so that they're still out here where they play with them, but we can just tuck them away and they don't have to be all over everything. Here we have our sofa that was in our old house. We brought it over to this house. It still fits well with our decor and we're happy with that. This chair is actually a actual old Danish modern chair that my mom found at a garage sale. So that was an incredible find. I also got this cabinet at IKEA. Inside there we have some crystal. We have one of our wedding invitations that's been framed. We have Puffy over here in the corner. She's our hamster. And over here we have some art. This one we got on the Facebook Marketplace. There's also a little bit of art over here. These prints came from IKEA. The painting here is actually from a local artist. I found her on Facebook. I'll leave her Instagram down below if you want to see some of her art. We have a couple of her pieces in our house and we totally love her style. So I think Johnny got that for me for Christmas last year, so that goes right above our sofa. Moving over here, we just have a table that I got on the Marketplace again. You'll notice that I get a lot of things secondhand. I love to repurpose items. This actually came from Amazon, but it has not held up very well at all. It needs to be replaced. The top is not looking very good, so I probably wouldn't recommend you buy that one. This rug actually was in our old house too, and that came from Target originally, but it was a lot of years ago, so I'm not sure I'll be able to find it. Moving over into our dining area, this also is one of the first things that I changed. I found this light on Amazon and I just totally love its mid-century vibes. We put it in right away, and over here we also have our dining table. We've had it for a really long time. It was actually my mother's dining table when she was a kid, and it's been passed through the family and we refinished it, and I will leave a link to that video if you want to see how I refinished this table if you're into that. These chairs, these are actually new. I just got them from Wayfair, so I will leave a link to those as well. I just thought that a darker blue chair that matched sort of this nice blue wall would look really nice, so I'm happy with that. Over here is, I would say, my mom's favorite part of the house, which is our buffet. This really comes in handy for entertaining, and when COVID is over and I can finally entertain again, I will happily do so over here on the buffet. Eventually, we would really like to replace all of the hardware on here and just update this maybe with a coat of paint, but it's fine for now. These three art pieces are by that same guy who did the portraits in the living room. These are of the time period of this house, so definitely caught my eye in that estate sale, and yeah, I'm really happy with those. All right, you guys, it's time for me to unveil the little pocket bathroom over here. This bathroom was so tiny and they had a gigantic vanity in there. All the trim was painted brown. It had really outdated wallpaper. It was just really bad in there. So when we got the flooring replaced, we decided we were gonna go ahead and redo that room, and this is its YouTube debut. So if you were waiting for this, here it is. So you see we've kept the same flooring in here that we got in the other rooms. And here is my little teeny tiny bathroom. I actually used a stencil, and I used the same paint that I used in the kitchen to kind of tie that color in here. And it was so much work stenciling this whole little room, but I think it was totally worth it. I went ahead and painted the trim white. Also, we got this great little vanity. My father lovingly refers to it as the Barbie sink because it is so small. Like this is my hand here. It's tiny. I think it's like totally cute. We kept the same mirror. We kept the same mid-century light fixture that was original to the house. I also got this really cool hand towel rack on Amazon. I thought it was really cool and interesting. I was inspired by this little garden that I got at Aldi of all places. And so when I saw this, I thought that they would look really nice together. Now, if you've been with me for a really, really long time, you might remember that this is actually from Wish. I got it like a really long time ago when I bought a bunch of prints off of Wish. And this was one of them, and it's just been waiting for a room. And I thought this was the perfect little spot for it. So it really didn't take that much work doing this. We were able to do most of it by ourselves, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. All right, moving into the kitchen, this is probably where the biggest changes have occurred in our home. Of course, again, we have this new flooring, which makes a huge difference. The old laminate in here was really wore out and it really just needed some new life. Again, it extends up into the entryway, which really makes it look long and seamless, and I really like the way that that looks. We've kept the same counter, we've kept the same like appliances and everything. I did change out the knobs just because I wanted something a little less aggressive. Eventually we would really like to completely rip these cabinets out and do something new, or maybe get them refaced. If you've had cabinets refaced, please let me know like what that process was like for you, because that seems like a good idea, but like, I don't know. I also painted our refrigerator. This actually was not difficult at all. And I went ahead and used the same paint that I did for the room, and I just did like 2 shades darker. I actually have a full tutorial on how to do this coming very soon. So if you wanna know how to paint appliances and paint a refrigerator, that's coming. I also ripped out all of these cabinets. We did lose a bit of space when I did that, but I just really wanted to open this up a little bit more in here. It was kind of dark and I really just needed that. So I ripped it out myself. I built this little shelf myself and I put it in, and I think it looks really cute. I think that the same color, this is the same that we have on the mantle, so it kind of brings that in as well. And I swapped out our microwave for one that's more like mid-century modern style. So I will link that below too. I also got these really great mug racks on Amazon. I thought it was like a super cute way to display some of our mugs instead of taking up cabinet space. All right, moving on into the hallway. Here, let's turn the light on. I painted it this like strawberry shortcake pink. I am so into it. I was inspired by the pink that is in this painting right at the end of the hallway. The same artist who did the one above our sofa did that one as well. Here I have some art that is by that guy from my parents' neighborhood growing up. These came from an estate sale. Over here we have Desmond's room. Now we haven't done anything structurally or even painted it. We basically just moved all of his things in here. We still are trying to deal with what we're gonna do about this big bed, this loft bed that's up here. It's like been actually built into the wall back there, so it is not gonna be fun to get that out. So that's still a thing that's on the list. We did end up taking the doors off of his closet because we thought in his small room it just opened it up a bit more. And we ended up putting his dresser inside there. The dresser is from IKEA. Moving into this bathroom hasn't changed at all. All I've really done is put a shower curtain up, and it's remained, you know, basically the same. I did take away the doors in the closet the same way I did in Desmond's room, just to kind of open it up a little more. You know, we have all these mirrors, and basically all I've done is thrown my stuff in here. I got this at IKEA, and that has all of my makeup and skincare in it. And I mean, this bathroom is huge, but like, you know, it's gotta go eventually. So the toilet is right in that little pocket. This is the door we came from. And then this is one of the doors leading to the master bedroom. We did do quite a bit of work in here as well. We got a great new bed. It's really big. We used to sleep in a full-size bed in our old house, so having a king-size bed was a big change for us. We changed the window treatments here. We changed this and added this green accent wall as well as these little lights. I got those on Amazon. I'll link them if they are available. We also have these great big banana leaf curtains going on. I think I got those at Walmart. I'll try to find those for you as well. Over in this corner, I have a jewelry organizer that I got on Amazon. I found this great little mid-century stool at a garage sale, which, you know, is right up my alley. Over here, we have a print that came from Target originally. That was in the old house. We also have one of our wedding invitations, and my favorite piece of artwork of all time. This is Madam X by John Singer Sargent, and I always wanted a print of that in my room, so I finally got it. The nightstands actually came from the old house. They're originally from IKEA, and we didn't see any reason to get different ones. We also actually completely redid the built-ins here. I do have a video of us redoing this whole bedroom if you want to see that. I painted them this sort of like cashmere brown color, and we added all new pulls to all of them in this sort of mid-century gold color. And that was actually a really inexpensive thing to do, and it turned out looking like a brand new piece of furniture. So that was something that I impressed myself on a little bit too. On this wall, we have just some photos. This is from our wedding. We actually got married in Las Vegas, and then we came back here and had a party a few months later. So there we are at that party that we had. We also have a family portrait. This my sister got me for my wedding. And then this picture of Fox when he was like 2. I just always loved that picture, so I decided to frame it. And then coming in here is Fox's room. We haven't painted this at all either, but what I did do is I found these, well, I didn't find these curtains, I made them. I bought this fabric from Joann's. He needed some curtains that would make it really nice and dark. So I decided to kind of go with the space theme. He loves outer space. He's got his telescope. I found these prints on Amazon. It was really important to him that anything of the planets include all the dwarf planets as well. So that's in there. We also have an astronaut. We have a map of the state. We also have a world map over there. This desk is built in. We haven't done anything to it yet. So I think when the kids get a little older and they have some more input on kind of what they want out of their room, then we can kind of make some choices there. We haven't really made any changes in here, really. And his bed, which is so cool, especially for this sort of small space. It's originally from IKEA, but I found it on the Facebook Marketplace for like a quarter of the price. So yeah. All right, you guys, and that was a tour of our house. I did not include the basement because it looks basically the same as when we moved in, except there's a bunch of stuff in there. We haven't painted it or refinished it or anything. That I think will come way down the line. Our priorities are more with the cabinets in the kitchen here, and also getting that soaker tub for me in the bathroom, which I'm really hoping for someday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave me any questions you might have down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.